Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks, and normally I don't make a dedicated video to a LEGO shelf display, especially one that doesn't have LEGO on it whatsoever. I've done some in the past where it's just filmed inside of the store itself, where it's just how it looks on display, how it looks all the way around, what features it has, if it's more than just the lights or things to turn, whatever the case. Or I've had some that I've been able to acquire over the years, and some of them were like, they range from like a cardboard standee of the Lego Maniac from years and years before the YouTube channel, or it would be like a smaller Lego display having some items in there. I know there's a freestyle one I did, or at least mentioned on a haul video. This time, it's a little different. This is a Lego Vidiyo shelf display. This is the kind of thing that you would find normally in a Walmart that would be sitting along the shelf with other Lego products and basically attracting anybody to that area. Now, this thing works on a motion sensor, so I do apologize that, yeah, it's going to be flashing lights for quite a bit throughout the video because I'm going to keep moving back and forth. The motion sensor is right underneath this light right here, and it's on both sides with different patterns of lights on each. And it basically says Vidiyo Music Video Maker. See how it works with a QR code and the Lego logo tucked away in the corner. You gotta love when the Lego logo is like the least prominent thing on the entire package or whatever box or promotion it is. It's like they're kind of ashamed of it. I don't know for sure, but I have seen that in the past. I'm talking like the early 2000s, you know, when they were a bit more trouble and they were experimental in a lot of areas. They're like, oh yeah, it's a Lego thing. Yeah, that's cool. Next to a big Galador package or whatever. So anyways, the QR code actually doesn't scan to go to the App Store. It instead goes to the Walmart website to show the Lego Vidiyo products, which I find really weird because this is a shelf tag. This is from a Walmart. If you're already in Walmart, you probably would have seen these items on the shelf. So why would you need to scan on your phone for products that are already in the store? Unless there's something missing, and honestly, by this point, you know, with Vidiyo being canceled and all, it's it's more likely that there are some things that are going to be missing. But, you know, for the past 4 to 6 months, everything's been pretty readily available because they weren't moving anywhere. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of strange on its own, as opposed to scanning to go to the app itself. Maybe because of this date, what is it, July 24th, I'm recording this video. Maybe because of this date that the QR code link changed? Maybe it did originally go to it, because it would make a lot more sense of, you know, see how it works. You're seeing how the app works. But this is how I've been able to scan it today. I did pick this up from a Walmart that was already getting rid of it. They was actually getting rid of it like a week or so in advance of this video. So that's funny to me that on their own, they're already like, all right, we're going to dish this stuff out. The products are going to sit on the shelves, but we don't need these tags. They still have in some Walmarts the wobblers, some other shelf tag display kind of things like this. But this one was literally just sitting loosely on the shelf. No fixtures, no brackets or anything tying it down. I didn't use any hardware to take this. It was just sitting there, ready to go. So, on the other side of this, it says Vidiyo Music Video Maker. Download the free Lego Vidiyo app. Gee, I wonder how you can if you can't use a QR code. Choose music from the library. Scan bandmates to bring them to life. Add cool effects with beat bits. Record your own music video and share it with other creators. And also, again, Lego logo tucked away in the corner and some information about copyright and trademark and such. This side, with its motion sensor, it has a different pairing of lights, a different pattern of them going back and forth. That's pretty much it. I mean, this is a kind of a bulking unit. if it didn't seem obvious from the side of it, just turning it around, but considering all the electronics in it, it kind of makes sense. This would be the side that would be facing the shelf, where the fixture would be attached to, because it would make sense from the other side where it's completely open. I haven't opened this thing up to see any of the wiring or circuitry. I'm not advanced enough in electronics to do that, but maybe sometime later, if you guys are curious, I could look into that or get some help with figuring that out without completely dismantling the thing. But yeah, this is one of several displays that they've used. They haven't had any minifigure displays as far as I can tell, at least in my Walmarts, north and south of Jersey when I've went, over the past 6 months. Mostly they were displays like this or the wobbler tags, which are basically these little flimsy, flexible pieces that just kind of hang and bounce on the shelf, So they still grab your attention if you're looking from one shelf to the next. It's like, oh, what's up here? Or it's just the ones that kind of work as a sleeve that go along the shelf itself. That's the range of them. I did actually show one of those in one of my recent videos. Yeah, it's going to be confusing saying that, isn't it? But with just a little bit more fun with it, I'm just going to add this minifigure here to give a sense of scale of how this whole thing is. See how it's a big shelf. Like, this is a thing that's clearly noticeable even without the flashing lights, just hanging off the shelf like that in the store. And then here it is compared to a standard Bandmates box. Yeah, it's going to keep flashing back and forth. Not much I can do about that. To be honest, even while I had it in the car, this thing was, after I picked it up, I didn't bring it in the house right away, but it kept flashing lights constantly. I'm surprised that this thing has had a battery lasting so long without needing to be replaced or the lights going dim. And just for fun, we'll do extra measurements. So according to this tape measure, this thing measures at 4.5 inches long or wide. I'm always bad with that. But you can see where I'm which way I'm measuring it. Okay. Okay, it still works. I will say, it has been hard to stand this thing up. I've already recorded this video a couple times because it keeps wanting to teeter over. It's not perfectly balanced. I guarantee that's because of the circuitry and electronics inside of it. It's more heavy on this side than the other side. So, moving on from there. How tall is this thing actually? If I can get it to hold still. It is exactly 12 inches tall. 1 foot. That's really big. I mean, compared to other Lego displays, and Walmart displays normally at this height would have a whole bunch of minifigures and little sets in between. They'll have like a Star Wars thing where it just shows the minifigures from different sets in there with a little picture of what the set entirely is. Sometimes they do that with Lego Friends, Jurassic World, and City, and a couple other themes. Sometimes compiled several themes together. This has no Lego value, no actual plastic, figure value in it whatsoever. It's just about the electronics, and, okay. This is a little over 1.5 inches deep, thick, whatever the word is. I get confused in those measurements all the time because sometimes it's called one thing, sometimes it's called another. I guess it depends on which way the thing is facing, but there we go. The Vidiyo Music Maker display. I wasn't asking to have this, but the opportunity rose. They weren't going to do anything else with it. They were already dishing it out, so I was like, all right, sure, fine. There we have it. And I don't know how much more video content I'm going to make, but to be fair, now that the theme is discontinued, I can, just pick up the rest of it and clearance. I have done a video about the app, like an hour-long test of different features in the app. I might actually have to do a second one just with other figures added in, see if anything's improved. I know it has had a few updates over time, and it took me a while before my phone specifically could use it. It needed it up to a certain software, and my phone wasn't upgraded to that yet. So now that it has, it can enable it for the AR and everything. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know if this kind of content is interesting, although it is the kind of odd, non-standard Lego stuff that I do like looking into every so often, even if it's just looking at the ones on the shelf and see how they're posed up. I could do video on some of the other ones that I have. I have a few other ones that I could touch upon on video elsewhere. Let me know in the comments below what you think about everything, and I'll see you next time with more Lego videos. And possibly more Lego Vidiyo. But, again, mostly in jest. I mean, the recent video about the Lego Vidiyo is over party is completely in jest.